I had a viewer that was asking about Marston matting, which is it's a steel matting that was used throughout World War II to build runways and roads, like almost anything. And we're going to go show this viewer that yes, we still have some around, and I've got an archival photo that's kind of cool. We'll put it in, we'll take kind of a picture taken in 1943 and we'll fuse it with what it looks like now. It's a nice day for it. Summer is here, but it's a little cool this morning. It's been a little cool the last few days. This is a lake, so largest lake in the Aleutians, Lake Andrew, and it was used heavily in World War II. So there were seaplane bases. That's where we're going now. So as heavily as it was used, and being a seaplane base and very near the airfield, the first airfield built on Adak, it was a really busy place. I want to say at its deepest, it's about 100 feet deep, which is fairly deep, and it was formed by there being a larger volcano, Andrew volcano actually, that's Mount Adak, and Andrew volcano would have been part of that, and this kind of big thing. When it blew up, it created this lake. One of my favorite things to do, well, I used to have the dogs. The dogs actually, I would put the kayak in and they would just follow me around the shore. And they were much younger then. And just a way to have them out and me out, getting exercise kind of in my preferred way. But one of my favorite things to do is just to go along the shore, and there's this great variety of different rock here. There's like a sandstone. Oop, there's a duck. There's like a sandstone. We'll see some when we go over here. And then there's all this, you know, kind of stuff that was kind of a columnar rock that's just broken up and created these. I'm not disturbing them too much. Well, I guess I am. Just these big jumbles of these great, huge boulders. And the water in this lake is very clear, which makes for some cool snorkeling. And I've done a lot of that. I found some cool stuff. So we're getting closer to where we want to go. But this big flat area right there, that flat line, that's the western end of the airfield, that the first one they built on Adak, which is up here in the north. And you can start to see some signs of humans working. You know, you've got a large pole there, and they had a couple of large poles here that they could light up to, you know, bring a plane in at night, which was a lot trickier thing, obviously, before advanced avionics, things like that. Anywhere you see in a naturally flat line like that one there, that was blasted, that small hill was blasted down so that you create an area for your plane to get in and out of. There were accidents, obviously. There is a plane wreck up on Adak. Oh God, I think it's a B-17, if I remember right. B-17 or B-24, those are the most popular ones out here. It crashed with a full bomb load. A number of the guys survived because the bombs are still on board. They all had to run into a little gully nearby, and then the plane blew up. The bombs detonated and the plane blew up on the ground. And I'll have to get more details on that. I've been up to it. It's a fairly popular thing. It's in like all the guides and things like that. So now we're looking for some of this Marston matting I've been telling you so much about, and I just found some in the water, but I want to find some on the land. Because I know it's up there. I just, I can't remember exactly where. But we'll, this is a good place as any to get out. What do we have here? This. is that? I'm looking at something in the water. It's not that deep. So I've marked that place. We'll come back to it, but let's go find some Marston matting. There was a bunch of it along here. Yep, here's some right here. This has been in the water a long time. There's a good piece right there. There's one here. Yeah, you can see this has been in the water a long time. It's way more oxidized. We got another piece up here I'll show you. But these things had the interlocking pieces here, the kind of the tongue and the groove, and they're 15 inches wide, about 12 feet long, and you just hooked them together and you laid them down. And once you got enough of them together, of course, you've got a nice flat area that's displacing a lot of the weight of an aircraft, car, whatever it is. And it's able to kind of float above what would have been a really boggy and buggy area to work right in here. You know, I might just bring just a teensy bit home. I don't normally do that. I bring Coke bottles home, stuff like that. But for the most part, I leave things that I find in the field, photograph it, document it, and then leave it like it was. This though, just a little piece, just to bring back and use in other videos. I think we're standing right where this picture was taken. It was looking this way. It's got a pile of Marston matting in the foreground, and it's got a couple of tents that were put up right on the shore right over here, kind of where that playground equipment is set up. We can kind of walk down there. I want to do a bigger thing on this. I just wanted to do this today to do a quick 10 minutes on Marston matting. Pierce steel plating is another thing it was called. But yeah, I got excited by that thing, and so maybe that'll be a different episode. But yeah, we're standing right here where this picture was taken in March of '43, and this is kind of, you know, that obviously a tighter focus on this picture. But yeah, there would have been a couple tents right there. The Marston matting, the piles of it would have been right here. It's probably the piles of Marston matting in this photograph. It's this, right? It's so cool, man. It's so cool to be able to kind of reach back in time and find something like this. And actually, you know what? There's a thing that's missing right out here on that point. I'll blow this up so you actually can see it. I'm gonna cut in a picture. But there used to be a pinnacle right out there, and it's no longer there. So that would have been in the way, and they got rid of it. But the Marston matting, this matting right here, was right there. It's really neat, man. I'll never get over being able to find a picture like this, find the place where it was taken, and then find the actual thing that it was taken of. It's just so cool. And I need to come up with something even more profound than that. Sorry, we're going to start wrapping this up because not that we have a fierce wind coming out of the north, but we do have a wind coming out of the north, and it'll be coming harder. So head home, get lunch. That's another factor, though, of maybe why I didn't see this piece of whatever it is. We're going to find out. You know, the water's not always, the surface isn't always flat, so you can see underneath of it, you know? So you can be on it 1,000 times. This is the old saying, right? You can never step in the same river twice. Well, same thing, Lake Andy. More matting. Yes, so the answer to that question is there still is a lot of Marston matting on the island. All right, let's see how we're gonna do this. I'm right on top of this thing, really trying to figure out what it is without getting wet. Oh, this is crazy. It looks like it has like 3 doors or something. And I don't know. I just got to get at it. But I'm going to save it. I'm going to be a pleasure delayer. And yeah, I'll come out here, I'll bring my son and have him film it, kind of documentary style, be a big reveal, the raising of the Titanic of Lake Andrew. I love this place. All right, I'm gonna leave you with that. It's too suspenseful. So we'll head back, cut this together, and I'll have an episode on Marston Matting and Lake Andrew, and the thing that I'm gonna come back and make another 10-minute episode on. So with that, I'll see you next time.